Hi guys, well it's Saturday. Now this isn't going to be my usual type of shift because as I'm sure you can see by the flashing, we've got another player in today's video. Now the reason behind this is I've seen multiple comments from all over the place that people have started just accepting whatever job is offered to them and they're making okayish money. Now it goes against every fibre in my body to accept every single job, and I've searched for someone who I can compete with that has 100% acceptance rate, but I couldn't find anyone. So today I'm going to accept every single job that Uber offers me, apart from the assist jobs, because they're quite unique, and if they're miles away I will decline that one. Other than that, I'm going to accept everything. Now the only way you can really do a challenge like this is if you've got another driver who's cherry picking. So I've invited Paul for a little Uber combat to see he is a cherry picker. So let's find out who wins in a shift on the same day, because let's face it, you can only really compare it if you've got two drivers in the same area in the same time, same day. So I'm going to hand it over to Paul, let him introduce himself.
Executive airport transfer. Algorithm mode activated.
So, good afternoon. I am Paul, otherwise known as Executive Airport Transfer. So, I've been pretty much pestering Denny now for probably about 10 months since I started on Uber to try and get some sort of head-to-head challenge. So, yeah, he's come up with a good one today. As he's explained, he's obviously going to be accepting anything that comes through. I don't work like that. So, Monday to Thursday, I work during the dead hours predominantly, and you've pretty much got to accept anything. However, Friday and Saturday, I'll just cherry pick. So now I'm going to start now. Obviously, for the first couple of hours, you're accepting only good jobs that are coming through. And by the time I get to about 6 p.m, something like that, I only accept jobs that pay me at least £1 a minute. And I do that until probably 11 o'clock at night, midnight. So yeah, let's see what happens, and hopefully it's all it's all going to work out in the next hour or so. But yeah, we were supposed to be starting about 10 minutes ago. Denny was a little bit late. I think he was in the mirror, not sure what was going on, but it's throwing it down up here. So yeah, let's get to it.
So there you have it, that's Paul. Now let me set the stage for you. So at the top you'll see our help bars. Obviously I'm working off the 100% algorithm today, and Paul is going to be the cherry picker. Each round we're going to try and give you a brief description of what's happened and how much our earnings is within that hour. At the end, the one who's earned the most is obviously the winner, but there's also the one who's won the most rounds, because every now and again you can get that one job that fires you forward with earnings. So it's round based and it's earnings based. Let's see how we get on. Right, well, my first hour's up and this is what I'm on. The first job it gave me I wasn't happy with. I would not have took it. It was about 4 miles away from me. But the rules of the game is do whatever the algorithm gives me. I am in a bit of the skirts at the moment though, so I'm not sure I'll have to head somewhere or not. Let's see how Paul's doing.
First hour in, and this is what I'm on. So basically, these are my excuses. First one is I live out in the middle of nowhere. So my first job of my shift, I always have to run 10 to 15 minutes to, so I always lose almost a quarter of my first earnings for that hour just running to that first job. So that's the first excuse. Second excuse is my first job was a Uber Cash. So when I dropped the lady off, just like other customers, she has no idea about Uber credits. She's expecting change. So she stood by the window and I'm looking at her like, can I help? And she's like, me change? And I'm like, oh, you don't get any. I said, like, it goes onto your account. So like I said, I had to spend 2 to 3 minutes explaining to her what these Uber credits are. I even showed her on my phone so she didn't think I was just like stealing a change. So I had to obviously input like the £15 for the journey. I think the journey was like £11.20 or something, so obviously the credit now goes onto her account. So yeah, I'm all the way down in Formby now anyway, which is a bit further than I wanted to be. But yeah, I'm more than sure I'm beating Denny anyway.
2:10, so another hour up, and I'm just shy of 50 quid. I'll stick it there. Thing with this, doing this, is some of the jobs it's offering me and I have to accept them, and it's like, oh, but they're all like 2-3 miles away, and then it's only like a mile or two job. It's not much fun, I'll be honest. I've got a feeling Paul's going to win this. He should, because I've always been a strong believer in cherry picking, and I can't actually believe I'm doing a shift like this today. But we've got to find out, haven't we? And we've got to find out properly. Anyway, over to Paul.
So another hour up, and that hour was really bad, to be honest. I think I only done like £18-19. The jobs just weren't there. The jobs that I was being offered, they wanted me to go like, I think it was like 9 miles, which was like 20 minutes all the way down to Formby to do little jobs, which I just didn't want to do. So yeah, other than that, it was just one of them hours. You know, you have good hours and bad hours, but that was definitely a bad hour for me. One thing, I was in Formby, coming up to a roundabout, and this guy's going really slow in front of me. I'm thinking, why is he hesitating so much? He pulls onto the roundabout. It's one of them roundabouts where it's like painted white, and he stops right in the middle. So I'm pull up behind him. All the cars have stopped at the junction, and I'm looking and I'm thinking, I think he's died behind the wheel. So I sat there for a couple of seconds and thought, I best check, you know, maybe having a heart attack or something. So I pulled round him to the other side, and then I look out my passenger window at him, and he's sat there in the middle of the roundabout. He's holding his phone, he's on Google Maps, and he's going. And I don't think he quite understands how Google Maps work. He's changing it, and it's recalculating, and it's saying, yeah, go left, and then he's going like this, and it's going, oh no, go right. And he just sat there, and I sat there for a few seconds looking at him, just burst out laughing, like, have you only just come across like Google Maps in 2025? So yeah, I left him to it anyway and carried on my journey. So yeah, hopefully the next hour's better, and I'm 99% sure Denny's beat me on that hour, because if he hasn't, then he needs to hand his licence back in.
3:10, and I'm on 72 quid. I knew it would happen. I had a job to the city centre, and I've accepted it. This is one of them type of jobs I'd never do, you know, city centre, 3 o'clock, 3:30. But it's the game, isn't it, guys? Have you heard him as well with his excuses? Why does he keep bringing up excuses? He's winning. And he should win as well. Let's see how he's doing.
That was a much better hour from the previous hour. I think I'd done about £38, something like that. Yeah, nothing really major. It's just a case of cherry picking. I was being offered loads of ridiculous jobs. One was even all the way into Liverpool from where I was. Really daft rate. It was like £20 that it was going to take me an hour. So yeah, unlike some people who went into the city centre, not mentioning any names, obviously I didn't. So that's why I've been making more per hour.
4:10, and I did get a job out of my city centre, but going to Manchester. So I've ended up going to Manchester. There's some sort of festival or something going on in some park. So it was a load of students, and it was them type of students. Can I put Bluetooth on, boss? Oh, I had to spend 50 minutes listening to these students. They were arguing over silly things like the cost of noodles and stuff. What I've done, by the way, is I've set my destination back to Liverpool. Remember, the rule is any exclusive jobs it offers me, I have to accept. But I obviously don't want to be working in Manchester, so I've set my destination filter back to my home turf. Hopefully I'll get something on the way, or I'm gonna waste a good chunk just getting back towards Liverpool. Let's see how Paul's done.
I'll get my glamorous assistant to pop up a little image to show you where I'm up to, what I'm on. So yeah, I thought not doing too bad here. You know, I think it was about £37 for that hour, mid-afternoon, and then he sends me over his, and he's done like 46, I think it was. I thought that's been photoshopped, that definitely. So I got onto him and said, how have you managed to make so much more than me? And he's like, oh yeah, he said, I'm in Manchester. So he's taken a job going to, I think it's the Parklife Festival. Denny's being the Uber donkey today, and on top of that, he's now lost somewhere in Manchester.
5:10, and I headed down the Lancs as quick as I could, obviously within the speed limit, officer. I only got one job, which was pretty like in the middle of where I wanted to be with the destination filter. Now I'm at the end of the destination filter, and this is what I'm on. Hopefully he's had a better hour, because remember, we want the algorithm to lose. I'm the algorithm today, right? We want it to lose, otherwise everything I've been telling you for the past 12 months on this channel has been wrong.
It wasn't a good one. So basically the previous hour was kind of good, however the last job finished me over in Tarleton. Now if you don't know Tarleton is basically the only people you bump into up there is like Frodo. So basically I had to head out of there to try and find anything. Back in towards like Southport, it was just completely dead. So I think I had like one or two little jobs. It was so quiet. So I thought, right, I need to get out of here and head towards some sort of like, you know, civilization where it's happening. So yeah, I believe, or I feel like Denny might have pit me on that one, even though he was driving back from Manchester. So yeah, I've got no idea at this point. He might have overtaken me on that last hour. So fingers crossed for the next hour, I should smash it.
6:10, and again, not a very good hour for me. There was one particular job where I accepted it, and it was just shy of 3 miles away from me, so I didn't want to, but I fought the urge to cancel it, because that's not the point of this video. Just as I got there, they cancelled, so all I got was £3.70. It's like, really? Paul's well gonna overtake me now. He's gonna fly right past. Let's see how he's doing.
It should have been the 6:10, however that last job overran. So as you'll see, if I get Denny to put up the screenshot of where I'm up to, I wasn't able to take the screenshot, obviously, because I was driving, so I couldn't be messing with my phone. I took a job which was from Southport coming into Liverpool, but it wasn't the city centre, so that's why I accepted it. It was on Edge Lane, so it's kind of like not far from the city centre, but it's not, I'm not going to get stuck down there. So the job overran a little bit because of traffic. I was hoping to get here for like 15:15, but yeah, it overran. So anyway, it was just shy of £50. So yeah, there was two reasons I took it. One is because I wanted to beat Denny, if I'm being honest, and the second one was I wasn't far off needing to have a little bit of a top up on my car, because I'm full EV. No idea where Denny's up to, but I'm hoping that £50 has pushed me just ahead.
7:10, here's what I'm on. He cheated in that last round. I'm not having that. 1 hour and 20 minutes he took before he gave a video. He's obviously going to win that round, so I'm going to forfeit him that round, and that's counted as my round because he cheated. We were quite clear about the rules. Come on, Paul, you can do better than that. And what's this? You have to beat Denny. It's not me, it's the algorithm.
So as you can see, I've only gone up like £10. The reason before that, because I accidentally overran on the last one. Technically, it wasn't even my fault, because I'd accepted the job and I was going to complete it within the hour, but then it overran. So yeah, that's not my fault really. I'm going to put that down to Uber's fault, because Uber, being Uber, has misled me with the timings. So anyway, yeah, by the time I jumped on charge, it was like 6:30. Ran into McDonald's, used the facilities, come back out, come back off charge, went back online, and then I just accepted a little local job. It was an XL. It was going like 2 miles or something, so not too bad for £10. But now basically I'm in Liverpool, kind of out of my depths. I know I'm from Liverpool, but I haven't lived in Liverpool for like 25 years. So yeah, it's not somewhere to work. But yeah, hopefully I'm still ahead of Denny. I know I'm not competing against Denny, apparently. It's the Uber algorithm, but yeah, I like to compete against Uber and Denny at the same time.
8:10. Quite a slow hour. Here's what I'm on. Now it looks like this was the last hour. So it looks like he's won, unless he's done absolutely nothing in that last hour. I mean, fingers crossed he hasn't done anything in that last hour and then I've won. But at the same time, I don't want to win. It's so confusing, this versus. Right, put it over to Paul. Come on, Paul. Tell me you've done nothing.
Hopefully, I've beat him. Not beat Denny. Beat the Uber algorithm. So basically, in that last hour, it was just I was right down in like Liverpool city centre, where I just don't work. All the jobs are just really rubbish. So I was trying to get out. I thought I'll head back towards like Southport or something. And then it's as though Uber read my mind. A job popped up, £27.90 or whatever it was, and it was exclusive to me. So I thought, I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'll take some of that. So yeah, I accepted that. That was the last job in that hour, which I was expecting, because I know what it's like when you end up in Liverpool city centre. It's only worth going there if you've got a really good job to bounce you back out. So yeah, all in all, it's been really cushy, and that's the way I like doing it on a Saturday. I like it to be nice and easy. Come out, cherry pick, and I want to make sure that I go away, you know, on at least like £30 an hour. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, a big shout out to Denny. Thanks for having me on your channel, and yeah, if you want to do any other head-to-head battles or anything, then give us a shout, and I'll see you in the future.
Did you see his hair in that last clip? How rude! Well, obviously, he's beat the algorithm. Now, a couple of things to go away with here is he is an XL driver, but I am a comfort driver. So, swings and roundabouts, I guess, there. Now, he's had a nice, breezy, easy shift. And when it come to me, I was running around like a headless chicken, non-stop, from picking up the customers being 2-3 miles away, little jobs. The algorithm absolutely took the Michael out of me, especially when it come to going to Manchester for 46 quid. That would never be a job I'd do, but it was all part of this game today, wasn't it? So let's do the complete roundup. So we've got our hours done, our earnings done, and by the hour. So not bad at all. And to be fair to the algorithm, it was able to keep up. There's not much in it there. Could have just been look at the draws with certain jobs. He got a big £50 one at one stage, didn't he? An XL job. That could have been the one that toppled him over. Who knows? Let me know what you guys think of this. It's never going to happen again. So don't even ask. Even you, Robbie. Not happening again. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. And thanks again for Executive Airport Transfers. I will put his link at the bottom for his YouTube channel that he's got. And I'm sure he'll make a comment. I'll sticky that as well. You'll be able to chat directly to him too. All in all, good challenge. Had fun. Not doing 100% acceptance again. I have done these type of verses before. If you haven't seen them, it's these videos here. So check them out. A little bit of fun with other Uber drivers. If you've enjoyed this, give us a like, give us a sub. I'll catch you in the next one.